guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another story time video. So I kind of talked to you guys about this in my last story time video. If you didn't see that, I'm going to link it down below. But I talked about how I got to see a naked man on the side of the road. Fun times. So I figured you guys would probably want to hear it. It's a pretty funny story. So let's get into it. Okay, so we have to go back probably, let's see, I was 12 at the time, and I'm almost 27. Has it really been that long? Wow. Okay, so we have to go back about 15 years to 12-year-old Rachel. Yes. So basically, when I was younger, I had a lot of like allergy problems. Not like allergies like I would sneeze, but I would actually break out into hives, and so I had to go to an allergist. My mom couldn't take me because of work, so my aunt volunteered to take me. So anyway, we went to the allergist, and it was not a fun experience. If you've ever been to an allergist and they're trying to test what you're allergic to, they have to like make these little like cuts, which sounds like kind of dramatic. It's not like quite that bad, but it does hurt. But they have to make like these little cuts and then put like a little bit of whatever they think you're allergic to in it or whatever. And then if your skin reacts, then they know that you're allergic to it. And if not, they say you're not. I don't know. Not an allergist, but whatever. So it was not a fun day for me already because it was like, oh, I have to go to the doctor. And then, you know, they're making me like break out because they're trying to figure out what I'm allergic to, and it was not fun. So we get through the doctor's appointment. I think we went out to lunch, and then by the time we got out, we were like, well, should we just go back or should we go shopping? You know, because at this time, like, I think I would have only made it to school for like the last class of the day or whatever. And my aunt was like, oh, we should just go shopping. And like, I was all excited. I was like, yeah, we should go shopping. And then like at the last minute, she's like, no, we better get you back home. So we switched lanes, and like, not even joking, like we switched lanes, and like 2 seconds later, this car zips past us. Okay, and we're like stopped at a red light. Okay, so we had like gotten over, and like the light's right here, so we, you know, just get over, and there's a light. So the light is red, and this car zooms past us through the red light, and then hits a car that's like sitting on the other side of the road, like through the red light. Hits this car, the car like flips over, goes down like this hill, and like this tree that's like on the hill like catches the car. So the car's like wedged, you know, here between the tree, so it didn't go all the way down the hill. So we're like, oh my gosh, we just witnessed an accident, like we need to like pull over, call 911. So we call 911, and we pull over, we like get through the light, and we pull over to where the car had flipped down the hill. And so we're sitting there and we're calling 911, and as we get through the red light and like park on the side of the road, we look up, and this guy, the guy who was in the car that zoomed past and hit the car and made it hit the other car and made the other car flip down the hill, had gotten out of his car, and not even joking you, he was completely naked. Like when we got over there, he was taking off his socks. Like he had taken off everything else, and he was taking off his socks, and he was standing in the middle of the road screaming, somebody hit me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So like, I'm 12, so I have not seen a naked man before. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was flipping out. So my aunt gets like out of the car to see if she can help the little old lady whose car had flipped down the hill. Thankfully, the old lady was okay, but it was kind of a bad accident, obviously, because, you know, she had like flipped and gone down the hill or whatever. And so I'm sitting in the car, and I'm freaking out because A, we almost got in a really bad car accident, and we witnessed a really bad car accident, but also now the person who caused the car accident is completely naked in the middle of the road, and he's like screaming for people to hit him. And so I call my mom, because obviously I'm not making it to school because, you know, and so I call my mom and I tell her this, okay? And it sounds ridiculous, but it truly happened. But I call my mom and I tell her this, and she's like, yeah, right, Rachel, like you need to get back here, you need to go to school. I was like, no, Mom, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Like, we witnessed this accident. I was like, there's a naked guy. I think at this point I was crying because I was so like, just upset by the whole thing, plus seeing a naked guy. It's not pretty. It was not pretty. So anyway, I'm like telling my mom this, and she's like, you are joking. She completely thought I was kidding, and I was like, I'm not kidding, like I'm serious. So the cops get there, and they get this naked guy, and they like cuff him, but he's still naked. And they bring him over to the car that I'm sitting in. So my aunt's like out trying to help, you know, people, whatever. And the cops bring the naked guy. And like, seriously, like I'm over here in the passenger side and he is right up against the driver's side door. And I was like, this is really awkward. Like I can't look over and I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, freaking out. And of course they have to bring him over to our car. It was such a traumatic experience. It was really, really crazy. And seriously, every time I go back home and drive past that area, like I just think about that all over again. It was really, really crazy. I don't, like the guy obviously was on something because he didn't get hurt at all, but like he just hopped out of his car, undressed, and wanted everyone to hit him. And it was quite the experience. I'm pretty sure that the little old lady was okay. I mean, she was alive, but obviously she was hurt. But I don't think it was like life-threatening. But yeah, so that was a fun day. That was a day that I will forever remember. My aunt and I joke about it all the time. Like, hey, do you remember when you saw your first naked man? And I'm like, yep. So I just thought it was a funny story that I would share. It's obviously one of those that you probably had to be there for to like really think it was funny, but you can just imagine. You could just imagine 12-year-old Rachel being completely freaked out by this, and yeah, this guy just I'm traumatized, like I'm scarred for life. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I plan to do more storytime videos, so let me know if you like this. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've ever had anything crazy like that happen, I would love to hear about it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.